I feel like you have to teach me something to say in French.
Oh my god, yeah, what do you want to say?
I want to say reality recaps.
Oh my god, reality? No, that's gonna be too boring.
Is it just reality recaps?
Fuck off, we don't say that, no. Reality, it's not even, I cannot even
You
say
can't even say it. We are live with our post BB Can 5 shows. We have so much in store for you guys. We are live here tonight with William. Of course, if you want to see any of our past shows back, you can check those out at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan for our previous shows from this season, past seasons, our blogs. Everything is over there. If you're watching this later and we're like, hey, how do we watch that live? Just head over to yourrealityrecaps.com/younow and become a fan. That's where we do our shows live. Two quick last things to let you guys know. Become a patron if you want to help support our shows. yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get access to patron-only shows, access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, and doing that really helps support our show. Or you could do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal because that's what's going to help support us into bringing you guys more content for BB19. And of course, for real, lastly, since you guys are here on You Now, don't forget, spread the word, share the show, and become a fan. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. First, let's bring up who you all want to see. It's William!
Hey, hi! How are you?
William, look, I wore a friend chat for you.
Is that a French hat?
Well,
we're a French hat?
We're going to say that it is.
Okay, perfect.
It's a French hat for you. William, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
I am so happy that you're here. Tons of people here to see you.
Oh, cool.
Tons of people have questions. So, like I just said, make sure that you guys spread the word, square, megaphone, up arrow, let people know that we're live. Become a fan here on You Now. Click the fan button so that you don't miss any of the show, future shows with other house guests. We're having Dylan on Friday, William.
Oh, okay.
And then we're having Bruno on Saturday.
Oh god, a lot of people this week.
And spoilers, I think Karen Sunday.
So, oh my god, I can't wait to see to see Karen on Sunday.
Oh, I should maybe have you record a question, like after we.
For sure.
After we end.
Think about something.
Oh, good. We'll do that, and we gotta think of something good, and we'll like put her on the spot. Okay. But Kevin, people are here for you, and they have. What did I say, Kevin? Oh my god, already.
Yeah, God.
Already. Well, okay, no. Then you know what? I want to say this.
What?
I'm not a fan of Kevin, William.
Okay then.
Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. I wasn't a fan of Kevin's game. Mm-hmm. So let's go back for a minute to you having the secret power of veto.
Yeah.
Sharon in our chat room actually wants to know, how would the game have changed for you if you had used either or both vetoes or none of the vetoes? I know we could play if and what forever looking back, but I mean, do you regret using it? Is there something else that you maybe wish you would have done differently now looking back?
I don't regret it because, like, honestly, I decided to do that because in the game, like, you try to think about many things, so I don't regret it. For sure now I'm like, it's probably the worst. I don't know if it's the worst, but it was not the best decision to do, maybe. So if I would have used both of the vetoes, I would have shown to Bruno that I was like loyal and that we could like work together, and not using it, like Kevin would have been out and maybe I would have been like I would have gone like further in the game. So yeah, maybe it was not the best decision, but anyway, I don't regret it. So
What was it like? I mean, as we see here,
oh my god,
it was so crazy
it's so cool.
watching you go through that room. Like, it was like pitch dark for
Oh
real,
my
right?
god, it
Like,
was for real. Cause like the camera, I don't know, like can see in the dark, but it was pitch dark, and I was starting to have a little panic attack because I was like, okay, it's really, really, really dark. I'm like a little bit like claustrophobic, and I was like, I felt that it was a tiny tunnel, so I don't know if it was really tiny, but I felt it was so tiny, and that was so crazy. That was so crazy.
what were you thinking when you kind of came out and we saw Karen caught you?
Oh my god, I was like, honestly, I was like, shh, I'm done. I'm gonna lose my veto because she's gonna know, and I was just scared. My mind was racing. I was like, okay, I need to find something to hide this. And honestly, I was surprised that Karen like a little bit like believed that. I was like, Karen, like normally you so like what, like I don't understand. Like Karen Noya was gone for a minute with me, so I was so happy about that. But normally she would have been like, she would have said like, you have the veto, you have the secret veto for sure. So I was a little bit lucky.
And yeah, I mean, I kind of was surprised too. I always thought, I was like, Karen's gonna be all over him. I kind of thought maybe once everything happened, like once the ceremony was over, that Karen was gonna be like, I knew it was you, William.
I was really scared, honestly. I was like avoiding her. I was trying to a little bit throw Jackie under the bus, saying that she said like something about a secret veto the day before. So I was like a little bit throwing Jackie under the bus. But I was like, Karen, like I had the veto. Why would I use the secret veto? Like what? It would be a waste. Like something like that.
No, you played it off brilliantly. You
Oh,
really
thank you.
did play it off on the show brilliantly. I also see a lot of people in the chat room asking, I'm sorry I didn't say this in the beginning, everyone. Yes, the number one fan on this show will win William's autograph. Whoever is the number one fan on this show will win the autograph, and then out of everyone in the chat room and who retweeted the show, one of you will also win it. So if you definitely want it, become the number one fan.
Yeah.
Okay, Miranda K wants to know, did you know that you were being watched, did knowing that you were being watched 24/7 change how you acted in the house, or would you say that you were 100% yourself in the house?
For sure. Honestly, like the first that was in, I was like, okay, there's camera all over the place. But honestly, after that, for sure, like you're in your head, you're like, I cannot talk about that. I cannot say that. I cannot say that. Like it's normal. But honestly, I was like maybe myself 98%. 98, yeah, 98%. Like, cause like I was maybe like saying, okay, I cannot say that. But at the end of the day, like you forgot the camera, and yeah, I was pretty much myself a lot. So.
A lot of people, like on, I was going to say on the feeds, on Twitter,
Yeah.
had a lot to say about you and Dre talking French to each other all the time in the house. Was that like strategy for you in a sense of, we kind of have this language that allows us to talk in a way that most of the house won't be able to understand what we're saying?
Oh, for sure. Like I remember, like when we met each other, Dre and I, we were like, okay, I don't know if we can speak French because we were not like we were like if we didn't want to annoy the other house guests and being like, okay, they speak always in French. But at one point, I was like, if we speak English, people's gonna be like, why they speak English? It's weird.
That's
But
true.
I've heard that we were annoying them by speaking in French. But honestly, we didn't care because that was so easy. Like we wanted to talk about game, we could do it in the kitchen in front of everyone, using their nickname in French, and that was like so easy. We didn't have to hide ourselves in a room to talk about game. We could do it like in front like of the whole house. So that was awesome. So
I have to say, William, I loved it because I love the French language. I think that France, and while I know you're not from France, but I think France, French language, French food, all of it is my absolute favorite thing, William.
Oh, cool. Well, to be
Just
honest,
love it.
like I eat Canadian food, so I'm gonna take it. French, I know it's a beautiful language.
It is. I took it for 3 years in school, and all I know is the Tele Francais show. It
Really?
was the little dancing pineapple. People don't care about it.
Oh, I
Uh,
don't even know French TV, to be honest. Only Quebec.
uh, I need
That's
to go. I need to go see Quebec.
oh yeah.
Danny Best wants to know, what episode are you on of BB Canada? So have you started watching it at all?
Yeah,
Oh,
I started like yesterday. To be honest, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch it. I was really like, I don't know if I was ready. I knew that I'm going to see a lot of things with Kevin, and I didn't know if I was ready for that. And I was with my friend, and we're like, Will, you need to watch it. So I started yesterday, and I think I stopped today. I was watching, Heavy Rotation. That was the last episode that I saw. So when Dimitri won Heavy Rotation.
oh, okay. That's
So
still
pack
pretty early.
like yeah, week 4.
Do you like watching it alone? Because, I mean, I'm surprised that you're not on Periscope and watching it with fans, or here on You
Oh,
Now, or Facebook Live. Like, you should
should I
watch.
do that?
If you want, I'll tell you how to do it after. I can.
That would be cool. I saw that Cindy did that, but to be honest, I never used Periscope. So is it Periscope?
Periscope.
Periscope. And
I'll
and yeah,
help
maybe
you.
I should do that. Should do that. Like next week's gonna be my HOH, so maybe it would be a good idea to do the Periscope with my HOH. So
Yeah, I'll tell. It's super easy. I mean, you're on
okay,
Twitter. I'll explain it to you after.
okay, cool.
You're welcome, chat room. But okay. McCaster wants to know, what were everyone's nicknames in French? Did you have French nicknames for people in the house?
Oh my God, yes! Everyone said Mark in Dallas because they were gone so quickly. So Cassandra was or I'm gonna say the name in like the translation in English. So Cassandra was like our best friend. We got also my queen, Farika, the boy of the queen. Was there too. There was like the chief for Neda. We got like random names like Paul for Kevin, Bridget for Bruno. So yeah, that was really random.
Did you say Pole for Kevin?
Yeah, that was totally random. We just wanted to be sure that nobody could understand that Paul called Kevin. So
I don't know. I kind of see Kevin and Pole going together.
oh, Paul from season 2?
No, like stripper pole.
Oh, Paul?
Yeah.
No, I mean I was saying Paul. Like someone called.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Sorry, that's my accent.
I like stripper pole. Okay. Here's the thing, because I don't necessarily, I don't want to talk. I want to talk more about your game. I don't want to talk forever about Kevin and all that stuff on this show. But I do know that a lot of people want to know a few things about Kevin.
Oh, that's fine.
So I want to get serious about something, unless you don't want to be serious about it. But I don't want to say there was a big controversy over it, because I think that's maybe going a little too extreme. But I know a lot of people were very passionate because they kind of felt like Kevin might have been using your feelings for game. But how do you feel about it? Do you feel that Kevin was using, having feelings for you as game?
Honestly, in the game, like I said it many times, I put a wall also because I knew it was a game. I know a lot of people don't believe that. But I genuinely like Kevin, and I know that Kevin like genuinely liked me too. But he was using like our relationship for his game. His game was like more important than me, and I kind of knew that, and I'm totally fine with that. And like we still like we talk to each other today, so I know that we genuinely love each other, like, so no, like I'm totally fine with that. And I just think that I'm still on week 4 in the show, so I still don't know what they all shown on the show, because like it's gonna start more maybe on week 5 during my HOH. But honestly, It's a game. That was a game. It's Big Brother. Like, there's a lot of money at the end of the show. So, no, honestly, I'm really okay, and it's gonna be a good friend of mine. Like, we still talk to each other. It's like
Good.
perfect.
I'm glad. I really am glad to hear that you two are friends now that it's over and that
Oh,
there's no hard feelings. I love when people can, like, of course we talk shit because it's game. That's what we're here to do.
oh yeah.
But I love when people can leave the game in the game and then have real relationships outside the house. I'm sure Kevin is wonderful outside of the
It's
house.
wonderful. Yeah, yeah. And the game is like another world. It's completely like another planet. Like, we were literally in space for real.
Where?
So, like, all the drama, all the shit that happened is in space, honestly. And like, we're on Earth, back on Earth, and like, if there's drama on Earth, like, it's good. Like, yeah,
Well,
it's over. So
I think that's why you are a great Big Brother player. I think the great Big Brother players realize that game is game and real life is real life. So I commend you on that, William.
okay.
Michael or Michelle B wants to know if you could have brought back one pre-jury house guest, who would you have brought back? Let's say before the double eviction.
Like, Mark to Emily, I think I'll have bring back Cassandra.
Okay.
Because that was a week, I remember, like, we didn't know. We were, like, a little bit campaigning to keep her or not. And honestly, I think that it would have been the person that we would have been able, like, Trey and I, to maybe work with her again. Yeah, because, like, Emily, for sure, she would have been back with Dylan. And she was evicted on my HOH, so no way that she would have worked with me. Gary, I couldn't. I love Gary, but I couldn't trust him in the game. And maybe Mark. Honestly, maybe Mark. Mark or Cassandra. Yeah.
I just need a permanent Mark picture to come up every time we invoke him. I just love him, William.
Yeah, he's really cute, eh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Wait. Let me pull up a question over here from Twitter. It's from Spurs fan 21 wants to know, William, what was your favorite moment in the house? Or if you don't have an absolute favorite, what was one of your most favorite moments in the house?
Oh my god, there's a lot. Probably like when I won the secret POV. That was crazy. I've seen some clip when I found the secret POV, and honestly, I think it was even cooler in real. That was so cool. That was crazy. I was like, my god, I'm winning the secret POV. I'm not watching someone winning it. It's me in Canada who win it. So that was really crazy. If not, I don't know, like, just being with the people in the house, like, even if one day I was hating them so bad, the other seconds I loved them. And so, yeah. And seeing Karen's Onslaught, that was amazing. I loved it.
I loved every part of your secret POV except for the arm. Did that really go on for like 2 hours? Like, why did you just not rip it out of the arm? Like, if that thing was like,
That wasn't that long. I don't understand. People, everyone are like, it's so long. Now, it was not that long. It was doing ding, 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 ding. Take the. That was like 2 minutes.
Oh,
that was not.
It must have been slow motion down. My favorite part, William, was when where you hid the clues as you were finding the clues.
Oh, where I was putting them. Well, I didn't know where to put it, so I was like, I put the first one under the freezer, and I was so scared that someone would find it. Like, Dimitri came in, like, when I was there, so I was like, I'm gonna put it in my pants. I scratched my thigh, to be honest, because that was really, really, like, thick, whatever. That was, like, sharp. Yeah, the corner was really sharp. So, but yeah, that was really cool.
I forget what we were saying at the time, but it was very funny. We were like, who's gonna find it? I Am Sick and Twisted wants to know, do you know that Dre was purposely causing a divide between you and Ica? Now, I'm not gonna put words in I'm Sick and Twisted's mouth, but I think what she's referring to is how she wanted Ika out, not like I didn't feel that Dre was doing it to hurt your game, I guess is my point. But I'll let you answer the question.
Honestly, I never believed in the game that she was doing something to hurt my game, and I still believe that. Maybe she said some stuff in the house, but that was against me. But at the end of the day, I was thinking that that was not true. She was always my number one, and I was always her number one. So she never really wanted to hurt my game. It was like just to cover herself. And what was the question about Aika?
She wanted to know, did you know, or do you feel that Dre was purposely causing a divide between you and Ika?
Honestly, I don't think she was doing that. She just wanted like to cover herself. And at some point at the end of the week when I was evicted and she was evicted, I was like, okay, you maybe did too much, you spoke too much, like you wanted Ika out. But honestly, like I was really like, at one point I was the one who said like we should go after Ika and not Dimitri because she's a good social player. And at some point I was like, okay, no, Dimitri needs to go because he's gonna keep like winning and winning and winning. But like at one point I was the one who said that I wanted Ika out more than Dimitri. And so yeah.
Okay, so speaking of Ika, John S wants to know, what was, like, can you elaborate more on what you were talking about with Ika in the storage room during the triple eviction? Like, we know that you were trying to save your game when you were talking to her, but do you remember, like, more specific? Because we only got to see, like, a part of the conversation.
In the pantry?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was just saying to Aika, Aika, because Aika was saying to me, Will, I cannot keep you. You said everything to Dre. And I was like, girl, because she's my number one, like, if you keep me, you're gonna see, like, I knew that I was pretty screwed. I was just trying a little thing, but like, I just wanted to say to her that I was, like, a loyal person. And if I stay, I'm gonna be loyal to her. That would have not been true. I would have been loyal to Kevin, but whatever. But she knows that, and she knew that I was really loyal, and I was like loyal to Kevin and Dre, and I was never saying anything against them in their back. I don't think so. So she knew that. So I just wanted to say to her, like, okay, if you keep me, you know that now Dre's not there. I'm gonna be loyal to her, and that's her who said like stuff like against you that I'm not part of this. I a little bit threw Dre under the bus, but just a little bit because I knew that we couldn't stay each other like together in the game anyway. But honestly, I knew that it was like over. But I just wanted to try this.
Right. I mean, it's Big Brother. You can't play the game without lying and throwing people under the bus a little bit. And I also think it's hard because obviously, we can't see everything and we don't get all the information from your diary rooms either because there's only so much they can fit in the edited version of the show. So sometimes we don't know if what you're saying is a lie to the person that you're talking to or that you actually mean
That's the thing. That's what with Aika, like Dre, I think she was more covering herself and not trying to put Aika against me. So, but that's my point of view, maybe. But.
Now I know you're probably not up to this episode yet, but probably one of your number one questions that everybody wants to know, but I'm going to take it from Destiny's. She says, do you regret telling Dre your conversation with Ika the night before you left? Because that kind of created the whole, I don't know if you've seen it yet, the hashtag Dre Exposed party, where
I've heard about that.
Where Ika and Demetrius and Dylan and Karen kind of all got together, but they could say the catalyst of it was the conversation that you had with Dre before you left. Do you agree with that? Do you not agree with that?
If I regret telling that to Dre? Honestly, I remember when I was evicted, that was like my biggest regret. Like, I was out of the house and I was saying to Dre, I'm out because I should have not told that to you. Like, you just like screwed everything. Like, you were a mess. And she was like, you're not gone because of that. And now I know that I'm not gone because of that. because at this point I was like, my God, why is it that to Dre? She exposed everything. But at one point, and now Aka is mad at me. But honestly, even if I would have not tell that to Dre, I think that Aka would have tricked Kevin and I, and she would have put us on the block anyway. And I think she would have stayed with Dylan and Karen anyway. So,
I mean, we're gonna have to ask Aika. We're gonna get to the bottom of it when Aika comes on. We'll ask her and get to the bottom. You're right. I mean, there is no way to know. Like, is the deal, William? There is no way for us to know because it's not what happened.
Yeah. I was feeling that that at the end of the day, she wanted more Kevin out or Dre out anyway. So I was like, is it really because I said it to Dre? But honestly, when I was evicted, I remember like we were out of the house and I was mad at Dre and I was like, I'm gone because like I told you everything and you were not, and I was pissed, but whatever. That's okay.
I kind of have a feeling I know what you're going to say, but 68 Smiles in the chat room wants to know, what do you think was your best move in the game?
My best move in the game? Oh. Probably to be allied with Dre. Yeah, like, maybe you think that I was going to say the secret POV?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I don't know if it... no, because honestly now, I'm like, I should have used it on Bruno and Kevin, so I don't think that was my best move. Maybe that was cool for TV.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was great TV. We loved it.
TV. So maybe that's great TV, but I don't know if it's the best move. To be honest, I was alive with Dre, I was with Kevin, and I had two shield in front of me. The only thing is I started to be a little bit too close with Kevin and people started to target me with Kevin. But if I was just staying a little bit further than Kevin and just have both of them in front of me, I think I would have been really, really like in a good spot.
Yeah.
Just to be really protected. Like to have two shields still in front of you at the end of week 8, starting week 9 with two shields, that would have been crazy.
I think the hardest lesson, and I think returning players learn it, but new players, obviously it's kind of like learn as you go.
Mm-hmm.
Often what's best for the good TV moment is what's worst for your game.
Exactly.
Obviously.
I remember like Cassandra wanted me to use the POV on her. She was like, it's going to be good TV. I was like, girl, that would not be good for my game. Like, right. It's going to be pissed and just going to be on the block. So that's why I didn't use it. But that's what I thought with my secret POV. I was like, that was not probably the best move, but I don't care.
Well, speaking of things that are your favorite from this season, one of your biggest, and I'll say French-speaking supporters, Maximus Mom, who often translated for us sometimes. I would be like, get Maximus Mom on the line. We need to know what William and Dre are saying.
I didn't know him. What is his name? Maxim?
It's a she, and it's it's Maximus Mom. I'll send you her Twitter later.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to her.
I'll send you her Twitter later. She says, what was your favorite comp to win? Because you won a lot.
I won 3. I was pretty happy. The one that I was really happy to winning HOH was cool. Winning, yeah, that was really cool. But winning 100 minutes to Evan, someone I can focus in life. At school, I'm bad. I can focus, and to be able to count like 100 minutes, I'm really proud of that. But yeah,
what was it like to be next to Aika flipping out in that
honestly, that was crazy. I never laughed that bad. And at this point, like, Aika and I were, I don't know, whatever. But I was like, oh, maybe she's going to be mad because she was really scared. Like, that was not a fake. She was scared. And I was like, she's going to be pissed if, like, I'm laughing at her, but I couldn't hold it. That was so funny. And I stopped to count. So I was like, my God, I will lose this comp for sure. So honestly, I don't know how I won this comp because I was laughing all the time.
So were you really afraid of Aika in the house? Like, were you legitimately afraid of Aika?
I was saying that all the time. Eh?
Do you always say that you're scared of Aika? I don't believe that you were scared of Aika.
Honestly, she's a strong woman.
She is.
And yeah, sometimes I was scared of Aika. I would not lie. I would not say that I'm not. She's a strong woman. Like, was I like scared? No, but like I knew she was. I just didn't want Aika against me because I was like, if she want me out, she can like evict me like anytime. So that's why I was scared. Like she's a good social player, so that's why I was scared of her. So
well, I think people will be scared of you next go round, William, because I think you are just a big social player, and given a second chance, now that you know kind of the way things go.
Yeah,
but I see a lot of people, tons of people asking. I'm going to take it from Lanita Vida wants to know, would you play again if you were asked?
Oh my god, 100%. In the game, I was like, I don't want to play this game anymore. I want to go back home. And 1 second after I was evicted, I was like, I want to go back. So for sure, I want to go back, play a different game. Like, yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you would definitely go back. You would definitely go back. You would definitely play again. Now, what if when you went back to play again, you had to play tethered to another person like Dre, meaning you two play as one. So if one of you are what? Oh, perfect. Yes.
Okay.
Like exactly like that. Would you want to go in if you were in a situation like Nick and Phil, but would you want to do that with Dre?
Oh my god, I would love to do it with Dre. The only thing is like we always say in the game, like we didn't have the same game. She wanted to turn up, but never gave the freaking turn up, but she wanted to turn up. And sometimes I was like, Dre, you need to calm down because like they're gonna go after you. And she was like, I don't care, well, I don't care. And I was like, well, I care because I don't want to be exposed because of you. So if I play with Jay, I would be all the time like, okay, calm down, girl, calm down, calm toi. But I would love it's still Big Brother, and it would be like such like a crazy experience to do it and like to try to. I think she would try to give me maybe more energy to like to do the turn up, and I will try to calm her down to just okay, you need to go a little bit like under the radar, girl, because you're gonna go home on week 2. So I don't want to go home. So yeah.
I think it's the opposite. I think you need to get her to turn up. She was like the rotten turn up.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I said. I was like, she wanted to turn up that she didn't do.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to talk about Dre. We're gonna have to talk to Dre about the turn up. I want to see the Dre turn up. Is what I'm waiting for. I want it on this show. I want her to start yelling at me. I want her to start yelling at me. That's gonna be my goal. I want turned up. Dre yelling at me on this show. I want to see it.
She did the turn up like 10 minutes before she was evicted, so...
Well, we missed it.
You really? Okay.
No, we saw a little bit of it. What was the biggest fight that happened in the house? I see a few people actually asking that. What was the biggest fight that you witnessed in the house? Or was the most exciting to witness in the house?
My God, there's a lot. Probably like on D6 with Mark, the lie that Mark did, that was crazy. People like running all over the place, or with Aika and Neda, that was crazy too. Honestly, there's so many fights. Dre and Dylan, honestly, that was like, that was really crazy. Like these 3 was crazy fights. Like Dre like running all over the place and kissing my ass. I was like, Dre, okay, now you need to calm down, girl, because that is too much. And I was evicted with her, so.
And I'm just going to say that Mark still maintains he didn't lie, and we talked all about it when he was on live, and you can watch that at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. He talked all about his lie. Or lack thereof lie, or what his perception of the lie was. We don't need to talk about it now. I'm just letting people know if they're interested in what he had to say. It's over on the webpage. Would you say, which would you say was worse? Sleeping in the have-not room or eating slop?
Oh my God, this is the easiest question ever. The worst, eating slop. That is really bad.
Okay, I have another question for you that I feel you are the most qualified to answer.
Oh, yeah?
This was a giant debate here at Reality Recaps during the season amongst our fans. Was that have-not room a cave or the stomach of an animal?
There was a cave.
Thank you. That's
That
all.
was a cave.
That's all I needed. It
That
was
was
a cave.
old bones. That was like an old dinosaur, I think,
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
But even us, we were like, what is that? Is that, I think Karen thought it was like inside of something too. But I was like, no, it's a cave.
That's the first time Karen's been wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a cave. It's a cave, Karen. It's clearly a cave.
But we were all calling the have not room the cave, so.
Eggs. And the smart people win.
Exactly.
William's pajamas.
Oh my god, yeah, I know him.
Okay, you know William's pajamas.
Yeah.
If you had stayed on the triple and won HOH, who would you have put up?
It would have been Aika, Dimitri, and Dylan.
Really?
Yeah.
And who would you have hoped would have stayed out of Aika, Dimitri, and Dylan?
Dylan. I wanted Aika and Dimitri out. Like, Dimitri's winning a lot. Aika, she can do the turn up and she can do a lot of damage. So I was like, you guys, the knight and the queen need to go. And yeah, that was my target.
Great Dane Mom wants to know, and I actually saw a few people ask this, who would you have voted for if the final two was Aika and Dimitri?
Oh my god, this question, I have it a lot. When I left the house, I was seeing Aika because I was like, it's impressive that the girl is not winning any comp. And she was on the block twice with Dimitri, and these both were keeping each other safe, and they were still safe. That was really impressive. But Dimitri did a lot too, and she did, like, the jury management of Dimitri was better than Aika, because, like, honestly, a lot of people didn't like Aika in the jury house. So I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, at the beginning I was saying Aika, at the end I was saying Dimitri. So I think at the end of the jury, on finale night, if it would have been Aika and Dimitri, I would have voted for Dimitri. Now I'm like, I still confused, but I think I would have voted for Dimitri.
No, this is good. We can see the evolution of your answers on that
exactly.
one. I also saw someone in the chat room quickly because I thought that was a good question. Oh, Lorraine M wants to know if the final three had been you and Dre and Kevin, and you won the final HOH.
Yeah.
Who would you have taken?
A lot of people will say that they don't believe me, but I will have cut Kevin and take Dre in final two. But in fact, no, this one maybe not, because a lot of people were not they were like saying like, if William will never be able to cut Kevin, but against Dre would have been really, really easier. Dre's she was my number one, and I had more chance, I think, against Dre than Kevin.
I 100% believe you would have cut Kevin.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I 100% believe you would have cut Kevin over Dre. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely was the better game move, but I honestly think you could have beaten Kevin kind of as well. I mean, I'm assuming in order for you to get to the end, Kevin would not have won so many of those comps at the end, because you won a lot of comps, you made a lot of moves, you did a lot of work. I think you would have had a better case to argue against anybody at the end.
But that's true. I remember when I left, I was, I think, the second person with the most win. That was Dimitri, and after I was there.
Right, probably.
But after that, like, Kevin won a lot, so like I was like,
because it dwindles down at the end. I mean, that for me, I think, I don't want to say it's unfortunate, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but I kind of feel like your storyline gets lumped in with the Kevin storyline a lot, and then a lot of people don't focus on the fact that you were a really good social player, that you did win a lot of comps, that you did make moves in the game. So people realize that is my point.
Oh, thank you. But thank you.
Is there anybody in the jury who you got closer with, who maybe you thought you weren't going to be so close with? Did you like bond in jury with anyone?
Like in the house, I was not close. at all with Neda. And to be honest, in the jury house, like, yeah, that was awesome. I've been closer and closer with Neda, and she's such a great person. Like, I know that in the TV, this show, I didn't see everything. I don't want to speak too much. I don't want to, but like, honestly, Ned, she's awesome, and I love her, and I love everyone in the show. Like, I feel like we there's no only Aika side, Neda side. There's like, I love Aika. She's my queen, but I love Neda too, and I was so close with her in the jury house, and yeah, so.
Neda is very like she has a magnetic personality when you meet her. I mean, I definitely did fall in a little bit to the, I kind of do feel like maybe she's being fake when I was watching some of the segments, but then meeting her in person and interviewing her in person, I do see the sincerity in the things that she says.
She's so sincere. Like, I never really saw that she was fake, honestly. She's so funny. I always felt she was really genuine. And well, with me, she was always genuine, I think. Well, yeah, I think so. So
I think she was gaming. She'll admit that she was definitely gaming.
In the house, but to be honest, in the jury house, we had no trouble, and we were like drinking every 2 days. So we had a lot of fun, and yeah.
All right. Now, speaking of gaming,
yeah,
there was one moment this season which sent a lot of us over the edge, William, because of you.
Because of me?
Because of you. So I'm going to take the question from Rafe, another one of your huge fans.
Oh, cool.
And he wants to know, in the Buzzkill comp, William, why did you not try and win the HOH? Why did you throw it to Dylan with everyone else?
Honestly, it's been a while, this Buzzkill comp, but I was talking to Dre and I was like, I don't know if I really need to win this comp, and we didn't know. I don't remember this part of in the game, but I think like I didn't really need to win it, and that was hard. I know that Kevin was struggling during the Buzzkill comp, and I was still okay. That was hard though. Like, I think we were there like for 7 hours. But I was still okay to do it. But honestly, I think I was really, really slow. I was always feeling that I was one of the last to buzz, and I was like, okay, I'm probably going to lose this round or the other rounds next to Kevin, Bruno, even Dre. They were all quicker than me, so I was like, I need to take the deal anyway because I don't want to refuse.
That makes sense. That makes tons of sense.
But
then.
At the same time, I didn't want really to win this comp. I just wanted to go a little bit further, like, yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, at that point in the game, I know you say you don't remember, but at that point in the game, Bruno was kind of coming for you and Dre.
Really?
So it didn't make complete sense to us. We were like, why are they going to give the power to basically Dylan, who's over there yucking it up with Bruno?
But at the same time, we'll have changed the game. Like,
right.
I was like, I didn't know, like, I asked Dre, I was like, can I ask him to swear on his niece's life? I was like, this is kind of harsh to ask him that, but like,
you can.
I was like, I did, and he swore on his nieces, and I was like, if he like don't keep his words, I was like, you're gonna look like a fool on TV. So I literally felt really safe, and we all took the deal, and I was like, maybe we can do something with Kevin and Bruno. So yeah.
I like how people in the chat room are like, Eric doesn't watch the feeds. Bruno is going after D'Amica. No, Bruno did not trust Dre or William at that point.
She wasn't. He was not trusting Dre, but honestly, didn't feel he was not. In my mind, what I remember, it was not that. But maybe you're right. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, well, and maybe it was a while. I think that if you go and play again, William, here's what I want to say. Are you ready?
Yes.
You're allowed. I'm going to help you. You're allowed to swear on anything you want. It doesn't matter. It's a game. Watch this. Watch this. I swear on my house that I'm interviewing Dre. Oh, that was the.
Oh, yeah. That is. But that is.
You can. It's just a game. It's
But
just a game.
I swear a little bit, but I felt kind of bad. That is kind of,
No.
I don't want to lie, swear and lie. You will be like a bad player. People will hate you, Eric.
And guess what? I can buy a lot of therapy with $100,000. So
Okay,
hate away.
I don't want to play with you.
Hey, oh, and you couldn't pay me to play. No, you and Dre, like we all loved you guys, but when you were all like honesty, we're like, stop with the honesty.
Really?
Yeah, because it's kind of like playing Monopoly. Like Big Brother is kind of lie. You gotta manipulate, you gotta backstab and get to the end. It's kind of like playing, but trying to play it truthfully is like playing Monopoly.
I feel so bad because when I was watching the show and people were saying they don't want to see any lies, I was like, oh my god, shut up! Like it's Big Brother. In the house, I was like, just like the complete opposite. I would hate myself watching me on TV. Like,
wait, you just reminded me, William. Wasn't your pre-season video like, I'm going in there and I'm gonna lie and cut people's throats and I'm not gonna be...
know,
that was your pre-season video.
That's such a fail. I literally wanted to do that, but in the house, it's so... Every house is gonna say that to you when you come in the house with a strategy. You do the complete opposite. So if you're supposed to say all the true things, you're gonna come and you're gonna lie like you never lie in your life. And I think I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm gonna be lost in my lies. People are gonna see that I'm lying. People are gonna hate me. Well, I don't care that people hate me in the show, but I don't want him to hate me and evict me because they hate me, you know? So I was like, I need to try to be the most, I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna fail because I didn't want to play this game. And I said a lot of time to Dre, I'm not playing the game that I wanted to play. And she said the same thing. So I'm sorry, you guys. I would have been on your side on this. So,
I see a good question actually from Little Big Red in the chat room, and she says, "Were there a lot of conversations that you didn't understand in the house?" But
all the time.
Okay, so you were never just pretending not to understand.
So, more at the beginning, like there were like a lot of conversation. I remember like one conversation there, and I was just like lost. More people there's in the conversation, more I'm lost because it's like blah 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 blah. At the end of the game, like I was pretty okay and I could understand everything. But
I think this is a great question too. It's from Sober Henna on Twitter, who wants to know, William, as you're watching the episodes, has your opinion on anything or anyone changed?
No, not really. I did like 4 weeks now and nothing changed. I saw that Emily was really, not that she was not smart, love Emily, but like when she was on the block, I was like, oh my god, she looks really smart. Not that I didn't think she was not smart in the game, but I saw her more, I think, on TV than I saw her in the game, if it makes sense. But I know that Emily, she's a smart girl, and she did like lies that is crazy, but like
Emily is not only smart, but she's really, really funny. Like Emily,
oh my god,
is
she's
hysterical.
so funny. She's so funny, Eric. I love her. I was always laughing at her. Her awkward jokes. I was something not understanding them, but I was always laughing. But she's so smart and so funny. I love her.
I love her too. Like she is one of, I think, the very underrated people from the season. Oh my god,
completely.
As well. I'm really not trying to plug it, but you guys should go watch that video too, because when we had Emily on the show, she is hysterical, and you guys should go check that out. Williams Pajamas also wants to know, do you plan on watching BB19? Our Big Brother.
Watching Big Brother 19?
Yeah. Are you?
Yes, I'm gonna watch it for sure. It's gonna be so... For the first time, I'm gonna watch a Big Brother as former house guest, so I know how it's working. Now I'm gonna know, okay, they did that because of that. It's gonna be so crazy. Because watching my season right now, I know it's like watching my family. It's kind of weird. It's like, okay, it's like seeing your house on TV and seeing your family. So it's kind of weird. So now watching come back as a fan, but knowing like the behind the scenes a
Mm-hmm.
bit, it's gonna be really cool.
I think that's wonderful because that means that you can come on and talk with it about us. Because of course,
Oh my god, I can't wait to talk about that with you.
oh god,
Sure.
that'll be wonderful. What has? Oh, here's a sincere and serious question for you, William.
I'm ready.
Our town wants to know: was there something that you learned about yourself playing Big Brother that maybe you didn't realize about yourself before?
Did I? For sure, like being yourself is so cheesy, and I hate talking about that because everyone likes saying being yourself is the best thing. But that's kind of weird, real.
Uh-huh.
And Jackie said something that I was like, oh my god, it's so true. Like Jackie had a hard time, and she was saying like, you're gonna see that even if you have a hard time, there's always at least one person who cares really for you. And I was like, oh, it's so true. So knowing sometimes when you had a hard time in the house, I was like thinking of my family, and I was like, you know what? Like I know that they really, really genuinely care for me, and there's no game between me and my family. So yeah, but being yourself is so cheesy, but like I'm yeah.
I know, I like it. That's a perfect answer. Sparkly Knight over on Twitter wants to know, how does it feel being back home and hearing French again after hearing mostly English for 3 months?
Oh my god, I don't know if I like it. I literally don't know if I like it. I was with Dre at the airport, and I was like, Dre, this is in French. They speak in French. I was like, it's so weird. And like, I literally use English words now. I'm talking with my friends and say some English words, and like, what does it mean? I'm like, really, you don't know? And like, it's so weird. Like, I was playing tennis today, and I was like, hearing French all over the place, and I was like, I don't know if I like it. But I love my province and my nation, but I was so weird. So weird.
I think, how can you not love the French language?
Oh my god, I know, but I'm really used of it to it, so
Of course. Did you ever feel that your social and or competition game was underestimated by other players?
honestly, all the time, always. I knew that at the beginning of the game, the first comps, I was not really good, so I was really overwhelmed in the house. So I knew that my social game, my com game was really, really like underrated. But at one point, like when I was starting to win comp, people didn't underestimate that. Uh, and yeah, maybe my social game was better. So that was more my strategic game. People were saying that I was not playing enough, and that was really like underrated.
Right.
This.
Well, first I want to remind everybody again really quickly because we only have about 10 minutes left. So I want to remind everybody that the number one fan is getting your autograph. Currently, it is Leslie.
Leslie girl, gonna win my autograph.
Yes, she is. I should have grabbed it. Anyway, I also want to remind everybody that Dylan Friday, Bruno Saturday, and we're working on Karen. So I want to let everyone know that and become a fan so that you don't miss it. But let's go back to questions for you. Yes. I want to talk for a minute about Niagara. A lot of people may not know that all of you house guests, past house guests, all of you guys head down to Niagara after finale, and you have like kind of a big event with all the fans. So was that like the first time you were kind of at an event like that where you're just surrounded by tons of your fans?
Yeah, that was the first time, and honestly, I've never seen that. I was like, Dre, I feel like Beyonce is nobody next to us. That was people like grabbing you, pulling you, like say, I want an autograph, not an autograph, more like picture, like I want a selfie all over the place. Maybe I'm too much with Beyonce, like nobody next to me, like just a little bit too much, but that was great. Nah, it was so crazy. I've never seen that. And back in my hometown, Trois-Rivières, I'm honestly nothing. Nobody knows me. They're like, big bro what? They don't even know what is it, so it's so weird.
Oh, they're
so.
gonna know now.
I'm not sure about that. Like, I don't know. I've been recognized in Montreal though, but in my hometown,
I think well, we'll see. I want an update on that. I have a feeling that is going to change. Was there any good drama from Niagara Falls? Tell us something that tell us a drama. Was there any drama? You don't have to be specific. Did anyone get into a fight?
No.
No fights at all?
Mm-mm.
I don't believe
that's gonna be a secret though.
Well, you know,
I'm not telling anything. I'm not spilling the tea tonight, so.
Okay, you know who is? Johnny from BB Can 3, who is going to be on probably this weekend to tell us all about Niagara.
Okay. I don't care, but I would not say it.
No, that is good. No, honestly, good. Who was your favorite person to meet in Niagara? Was there any house guest that you were a huge fan of that you were really excited to meet?
Big Meech. I was so excited to see Big Meech. I was a huge fan of Michelle Mayer on her season last year.
Really?
Oh my god, a huge fan. I was like, I was a stan with her. Like, I loved, maybe not a stan, but I was like a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also excited to see Nikki Graham. She was not in Niagara, but I saw her after the show, and she loved me, so I was really happy. And I met Big Meech, and she liked me too.
So if you're a Big Meech fan, does that mean that are you a Nicole fan? Nicole, the winner of Oh, William. You're welcome on this show anytime you want.
I love Nicole on her first season, but I was with Big Meech, so. And do you want to know something?
I do.
This is a good story. Drew's gonna hate me though.
No, please go.
But when we met her the first time, that was literally so funny. She grabbed her and she was Nicole. And she was, no, it's Michelle. And she was, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. She literally thought that she was Nicole.
Dre thought that Michelle was Big Meech was Nicole.
Yeah, far away. And she was like, wait, no, you're not Nicole. She was like, no, I'm Michelle. And I was like, Dre, that was the worst thing to say ever. And yeah.
Did she knock Dre down on the floor and choke her?
I don't know. She probably rolled her eyes, but yeah.
I have to say, Michelle looks... I always want to call her Michelle, and she always yells at me, and she's like, Big Meech. And I'm like, yes, Big Meech. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you Michelle. But she looks very different now. Like, if you see her now, I feel she looks very different than the way she looked on her when she was on the show.
Yeah? You mean like physically?
No, well, I guess, but like her hair is blonde, like blonde now.
Yeah, that's why Dre thought she was Nicole.
Yeah, and she has like extensions in now. Anyway, I loved it. Oh gosh, I'm trying to figure out like what questions can we get in here really quick that aren't going to take you a long time to answer. If you had Maddie Loves Bay wants to know, if you had won the first HOH, who would you have put up? And how would you have kept yourself safe? So
on week one?
On week one, if you would have won the first HOH, who would you have targeted?
Oh gosh, that is a good question because I didn't want to win it. I didn't throw it, but I would have given my HOH to Neds for sure. She wanted it, so I would have given it to her. But if I would have been HOH, I don't know. Maybe I would have go for some. I'm saying that I would have gone for some vets, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe like someone like Dallas or Dylan, because I knew that I would not be close with them, because it's like we're like, I'm a gay guy, they're like big guy, like we knew since the beginning that we will not be like the biggest friend, but now I love them. But maybe like something like Dylan, Dallas, or I don't know. It's really hard. I didn't want to win this, so.
Okay. OMF Cody wants to know if Kevin was not on the block, would you have used the secret power veto? So let's just say it wasn't Kevin on the block. Let's say it was who could we? Aika? I forget who the HOH was that week. Would you have used it?
Honestly, the first week, honestly, I don't know if I can say that. I don't know. Well, the first week I would have probably used it on Aika, to be honest. If she was going to be on the block. The first week I had the secret POV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was probably not a good decision, but at this point I think I would have done that. If not, if Dre, sometime we were like, maybe Dre, you're gonna go on the block as a replacement, so I would have used it on Dre.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, nobody else. Like me, if it was not me, Kevin, Aika, or Dre, I would have not used my secret POV. So.
Okay, so actually, I'll end with this one. What was Lorena M wants to know? What was the funniest moment for you in the house, or what was one of like the best times that you had in the house?
Oh my god, it's hard because like it's 55 days of fun, but a lot of things with Karen because she's funny on the show, but she's freaking funny in real life. Oh my god, I don't know if you've seen that on the feeds. I did a prank with Dre. We took a condom and put Vaseline inside of it, and I put it in Karen's bed. So that was really funny. And she found it, like we were throwing the condom on each other. I threw it on Dylan's face. So that was really funny. And yeah, I've seen on the episode, like when I did a big fail while I was playing pool with Gary. So that was really fun. I laughed a lot. So yeah.
Oh, I wanted to ask you this before. When you said you felt like you couldn't work with Gary, why did you feel you couldn't work with Gary?
That I couldn't? Gary was like doing final two with everyone. Like at one point he did the final two with Neda. So I was like, okay, this is like the biggest joke ever, Gary. So I think Gary was lying a lot, and I don't know, I was feeling that I couldn't trust him. And I was so sad because I'm a huge Gary fan, but I was like, I can't. Like he was like grabbing me and was like with big eyes and was like, Will, I want to work with you. And I was like, Gary, you scare me. Like I couldn't trust him at all. He was talking all over the place and doing too much. I was like, I can't. He asked me like to put Dre beside, like be like under him. I was like, well, what is this question? Like, no. So,
well, I don't think that this is any surprise to you at all, William. But you have tons, hundreds and hundreds of people in the chat room right here. I know you have thousands on social media that love you.
No.
So I kind of want you to have the floor to say whatever it is that you want to say to your fans.
Honestly, I remember like the first interview I did with you, I was like, I have 3 fans, Eric. And now on social media, honestly, I don't see a lot of hate against me. So honestly, I think I have the best fan in the world. You're so nice to me, and honestly, like you don't even know, like someone like us newbies, we were like unknown like 3 months ago. Like nobody knew me like in English part of the country, and now a lot of people that I don't know that say that they love me, and like I've met people were shaking, like almost crying when they were talking to me and meeting me. You don't even know how much it means to not only me, but like everyone. It's honestly, you're the best fan, and I hope you're gonna stay like that much cool. That is crazy. To see all those gifs about me, and people like defend. Can I say that? Defend me, like
yes, defend you.
Defend, yeah. Nobody let me down, and honestly, I love you. You don't even know how much I love you guys. You're the best. So.
Well, I am sure that I see the chat room is going crazy saying how much that they love you.
Oh my god, I love you guys.
Wait now, actually wait a minute, before we do social media, I feel like you have to teach me something to say in French.
Oh my god, yeah, what do you want to say?
I want to say reality recaps.
Oh my god, reality? No, that's gonna be too boring. It's pretty much the same.
Too boring. Oh, is it
Yeah.
just reality recap like
Like
that?
reality, it's not even, I cannot even
You
say
can't
the word.
even say it.
Yeah, that is a hard word, so fuck off. We don't say that, no.
Okay, so we're not
say,
saying that.
Do you want to say, don't forget to watch reality recap tomorrow with Dylan.
Okay, first of all, I have a horrible short-term memory. I need like one word.
Don't forget to watch
Sure, don't forget to watch.
reality
Go ahead.
recap.
Go ahead.
N'oubliez pas de regarder.
Oh no, this ain't gonna work.
I'm gonna go slow. N'oubliez pas
N'oubliez pas
de regarder
de regarder
reality recaps.
reality recaps.
Yeah, that's good.
I did it, William.
Did
Yay!
it.
Tell the people where they can find you on social media, William. And of course, I'll have all the links below this video on the edited video. But if people are listening back to the audio, tell them where they can find you on social media.
Cool. So you can find me on Snapchat with William Laprise, like you see that my name is spelled D. So William Laprise D on Snapchat and Twitter. And on Instagram, it's only William Laprise. So Laprise. And I think I also have a fan page on Facebook, William BBCan5, something like that. But I'm mostly on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. So yeah.
Well, everybody, if you guys want to hear more from William before he comes back to talk BB19 with us,
oh my god, yes!
Make sure that you are following him on social media. The links will be below this video. I'm going to go talk to William now about how to use Periscope to watch the show, and we will see you guys all later.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, I love you guys.
Bye. Oh, and congratulations, Leslie, for being the #1 fan.
Oh, yeah, Leslie. Love you, Leslie. Mwah.
Well, that about wraps up our show with William. Don't forget, if you want to see any of our past shows back, you can check out all of them over at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. Not just for this season, for any of the past seasons. And if you're watching this back later, but want to see us do these shows live, head over to yourrealityrecaps.com/younow and become a fan so that you can watch us do them live and ask questions like you saw happen on this show. Of course, none of this would at all be possible without your guys' support, so don't forget, become a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron for access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways just for patrons, shows every week just for patrons, or you can do a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. For free, if you guys are like, no, we hate money and we hate you, we're not giving you any, then at least thumbs up and subscribe on YouTube. Give us a 5-star rating and a nice review on iTunes. Share the show with your friends. Support us that way. Just know that the bank doesn't take hugs and kisses and niceness as payments for bills. And I will see you guys all later. Live with Dylan Friday and Bruno Saturday, and most likely Karen is on deck as well, just not confirmed yet. Bye for now, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.